Another day, another AI powered chatbot. This time, we are going to have a look at LobeChat. LobeChat claims to be one in all chat system powered by any type of large language models, whether it is OpenAI, Gemini, Anthropic, Olama, or Mistral, or any API provider and any open source provider. You can even integrate it with services like Amazon Bedrock, and you can use multimodal models with it. You can even go with vision models. You can integrate text to speech models. Now, as you know that in this channel we try to not only install them but also to review them very independently. So I think that the chatbot is good, but only it's not something unique in my opinion. It is similar to many other chatbots out there at the moment. So it is just another option. So let's try to get it installed locally and then we will see how it works. Also, one good thing about it is that it also is developing an ecosystem of lot of plugins so that you can extend the functionality. For example, you can have plugins, something for function calling, for tool calling, for agentic software. For example, if you go to their Lobe Hub cloud, or even from the console itself, you can see that they have plugin for code expert, for fast API project development, for IT system architect, for Linux kernel expert, and then there are few others which you can check out. So let's see how we can get this thing installed on our local system, and then we will go from there. So let me take you to my local VM where I'm running Ubuntu 22.04 and I have one NVIDIA card RTX A6000 of 48 GB of VRAM. Also, I will be integrating it with OpenAI, and I have tried to use it with Olama, but there are a lot of bugs. So, and also, um, I see that the integration with Olama or local LLMs is quite patchy, which is, I think, still a huge drawback, because if a chatbot these days claims to be one in all, then it should at least include a rudimentary support for Olama, and it should be easier to install. It should be working as advertised, but that is not the case with LobeChat, unfortunately. So we are going to go with the OpenAI's models. So let me clear the screen now. Also, I'm going to use Conda to keep everything nice and simple here, and we will install it from terminal and then access it from the GUI. So let me first create the Conda environment. Let me clear the screen first, and then I'm just creating a LobeChat environment here. So let's wait for it to get installed. It will take too long, and that is already done. Now, in order to install LobeChat, and this is a very good feature of them, that they don't really need many steps. All you need to do is to run through Docker, and of course you would need to have a Docker installed. If you don't know how to install it, please search the channel and you should be able to find it. So all I'm doing here is I'm running the Docker. Local port is 3210, which is mapped to container port of 3210. We are specifying our OpenAI's API key, and you would need to obtain this key from platform.openai.com. That is a paid option. And then once you have your key, just replace it here and just give it access code lobe66. This is their code. I'm not sure what exactly the purpose of it anyway. And then we are just downloading the container images and it is going to run it. So let me clear this screen. Also, if you want to check your Docker version, just do docker-v. I already have this Docker installed. So let me replace my OpenAI key here, and then I'm going to put it over there. So I have exported my environment variable OpenAI API key, and I have just replaced it here with $sign. Let me run it, and it is saying that it couldn't connect there. Port is already allocated. So this port, so let me empty that port here. I think some other process is using this 3210. And as soon as I cleared the port and ran it again, you see that it has created the container, and it should be running on our local host at port 3210. So let me switch over to my GUI, and this is the GUI in the browser where lobechat is running. Before I show you the lobechat, let me give a huge shout out to Mass Compute who are sponsoring the VM and the GPU which is being used for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website and a coupon code of 50% discount on a range of GPUs, so do check them out if you like. Coming back to this, you see that we have a lot of options here which you can check out. For instance, you can click on top left. There should be some application settings. You can click here, and then it is also asking for update. You can even upgrade it from here if you like. You can set the mode to light or auto. And then the interesting part is this language model, where you can set a lot of language models. For example, you can put the API key has already been populated when we ran it here, and then you can even make the check. So you just click on check. It is going to check your API key, so it is all good, and you can select model which you want the user to see. For example, here GPT 3.5 and that sort of stuff. Let me make it slightly bigger. Much better. So sorry, let me go back here. And this is the language model which we were looking at. And then you can select Olama, but it doesn't work. And then this is what we were talking about earlier, that you have a lot of other model providers like Google's Gemini, Anthropic, Amazon Bedrock, Grok, Open Router, and the list goes on and on and on. And there are a lot of them. There are a few Chinese options too if you like. Okay, so we have put in our OpenAI API key and all that stuff, which is great. Let's close it. And by the way, you can also go with text to speech models from here, and these are just OpenAI's one. Again, we already have put in the key. So I am closing it, and in order to chat with the model, just click on chat one or just chat, and this is where you can chat with it. And on the top you can select your model. You can go with GPT-4 and then GPT-3 Turbo, and then here you can chat with it. As soon as you select something or talk with it, it is going to use its model which we have selected at the top and use it. So for example, you can ask it what is happiness, and then it is going to just use that model and reply to you. And you can create a new assistant here by clicking here, and then this is a default assistant, which here you can set the role of this assistant, and you could just make it any engineer or whatever you like. Also, you can select a lot of options here. This is, if you click here, this shows you the model, and this is where you can talk with your own images if you like, but you would have to select that model. So for example, if I go with GPT-4o and then you select on this one, you can upload the image from your local system. So this is my home. Let me see if I have any image here. And these are just some of the few images on my local system. So maybe I'll just go with this one. I'm just going to open it here, and you can just ask it, describe this image. Let's wait for it. There you go. So you see, you can not only talk with your images, but you can also talk with your chatbot in text. It's a multimodal system. Also, here you can check out your history of the messages. These are for the voice input if you like. And this will be useful when you are using those TTS systems. Also, if you want to see what sort of token and how many tokens you have used, you can check this one out. This is quite handy in terms of calculating the pricing. And then this is where you can use extensions like built-in Delhi 3, or these are the plugins where you can get the plugins which I was referring to earlier. So all in all, a good chatbot as long as you are using OpenAI's models and in multimodality. But other than that, I think they would really need to work hard in order to get the support for local systems. Like especially, I would suggest that Olama, because that is extremely necessary these days. So that's it, guys. I will drop the link to their GitHub repo in video description. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps. Thanks for watching.